Why doesn't she love you anymore? At some point during the relationship, you may feel that your wife doesn't love you anymore. In this case, there can be numerous reasons your wife doesn't listen or that there is no affection from your wife. After all, relationships are complex, especially when you're married and in it for the long haul. Still, looking out for the signs and reasons why she doesn't care about you won't only help you navigate the dynamic of your relationships, but it can also save what's left. In fact, it can even help you win back your wife's heart. She doesn't share things with you as much as she used to. Women are typically more expressive than men, so if they suddenly stop sharing what's going on with them with you, it can be a sign that they don't love you anymore. Aside from this, it can also make you think that my wife doesn't trust me anymore. In this case, it might be best to ask her what's wrong, as something could have been brewing for quite some time without your awareness. Moreover, doing so can also help you make your wife happy again. Another sign that she doesn't love you anymore and makes you wonder why my wife doesn't respect me is when she starts becoming highly critical of everything you do. Unfortunately, this negatively impacts your self-esteem, as well as makes you ask, why doesn't she like me anymore? She ignores the things you say. Another sign that can make you ask, why doesn't my wife want me anymore, is when she no longer listens to your stories or asks what you've been up to. She dismisses anything you say. Likewise, if she starts dismissing everything you have to say, it can signify that she doesn't love you anymore. Like being overly critical, this can significantly affect not just your relationship but your self-esteem as well. She no longer argues with you. Another sign that can make you think, she stopped loving me, is when she no longer argues with you. While this may indicate that she doesn't want to deal with stress, this can also mean that she no longer cares about you or what you have to say. She starts showing interest in other people. When she doesn't love you anymore, the likelihood of becoming interested in others becomes higher. Unfortunately, this can potentially lead to infidelity and the end of your relationship. While maintaining your privacy is essential, Too much secrecy can quickly topple a stable relationship. If your wife is deliberately hiding things from you, it can mean that she no longer trusts you. She only talks to you if she needs something. Communication is essential for any relationship, and limiting that can make your marriage painful and awkward. In fact, you can tell when she stops caring when she only talks to you when she needs something. However, you can still take this as a chance to show your wife you love her and that you still want the relationship to work. Similar to the silent treatment, stonewalling can mean that your wife no longer loves you. You may even panic and ask, "How to make my wife love me again?" She constantly compares you to other people. While you may always have your imperfections, being compared to other people constantly can mean she no longer cares about your feelings. Not only will this drive a wedge between you and your wife, but it may also cause you to resent her. She threatens to leave when things get stressful. While this can quickly lead to an abusive dynamic, you also need to verify if you're doing something she finds too painful that she has to leave. She doesn't care about your side of the family. While your wife may act like she doesn't care about you during a misunderstanding, it may mean something different when she starts to act hurt and disrespectful to your family. It can be healthy for your spouse to spend some time with other people, but if she prefers being with other people instead of you all the time, it can be a bad sign for your marriage. Her friends act hurt or dismissive around you. Women tend to have closer friendships, so if you notice that her friends' behaviors have changed around you, this can mean she's no longer happy with your marriage. Another sign she's no longer happy and doesn't love you anymore is that she refuses to apologize. While this can be an issue of pride, this can also mean a lack of willingness to compromise. If you discover that she has been talking about you behind your back, it can mean that she doesn't love or respect you anymore. When you try to talk things out, and she doesn't consider your emotions valid, this can also be a negative sign for your marriage. She makes decisions on her own. When she no longer includes you in the decision-making process, this can mean that she no longer considers your input valuable. She asks for a break. Asking for a break can be a significant indication that there's something wrong with your current dynamic, so she needs some time off to think. She's often bored around you. If she's no longer interested in you or the relationship, you might start noticing that she's no longer as engaged as she used to be when she's around you. She avoids touching you. Another sign that she may no longer love you is when she avoids touching you whenever you're together. This can mean that she no longer feels comfortable around you, leading you to think, "My wife never wants to make love anymore." She starts to lie. Honesty is another crucial element in relationships, and lying can mean that she no longer considers your marriage valuable. She would instead ask other people for help. If she now prefers going to others for help instead of you, it may mean she no longer considers you helpful or reliable. She avoids talking about future plans. While this may be because she's not ready, it could be because she no longer sees herself spending a future with you. She no longer makes an effort to make things work. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe and share this video.